I am out in Los Angeles. West Coast time, it is 3 a.m. So I am wide awake, woke up wide awake at 2:30, which was 5:30 for Ohio time, which is actually sleeping in for me. I was extremely tired yesterday, and when I got to the hotel room, like, I don't know if you guys know what neurofatigue is, but the brain is literally just done. I knew that I was starting to get mean and cranky, and I couldn't think, I couldn't process. Like, if I would have had to do any kind of like functional brain thinking in the executive functions, it would not have happened. So I went to bed at like 6:30 West Coast time here in LA, and which would be like 9:30 our time, which is really sleeping in for me. So it's 3 a.m. Carrie is out there still sleeping, so I am in the bathroom. I am going to start doing everything I can to rehab my brain. If you look, I've got some like breakout, I've got some puffiness because I had to eat some stuff yesterday and I got exposed to a little gluten and dairy. So my brain, I woke up like feeling really good, but like I know that there's some like liver stagnation problems, there's some inflammation. So I'm going to rehab that this morning over the next hour. I'm going to do a video and just showing you some of the stuff that I do and what it looks like for me to be able to go on stage twice later today and appear normal and with no deficits from my brain injury. So I'm going to take you on this little journey. So here we go. Okay, one of the first things that I need to do this morning is get my brain stem activated, get my brain going. So this is my stem. So I do it in several places, but the first place that I do it is I put this on my tongue, because the tongue goes to the brainstem and it basically like really kind of like lights a fire, kind of like pouring gasoline on a fire. This will really, bam, get the brain activated and kind of get everything moving. Like, hey, let's go. We need to get going. So just put it on my tongue. That blue light means that it's given a charge. So I'll do this for about 30 seconds. Okay, so I instantly feel the improvement from doing it. Now, next place is like kind of like the vagus nerve. So and this is one, if you see videos of me working with Dr. Hennis and Dr. Reese out at the Neural Connection, they did a lot of this stuff with me in clinic, and I bought this at home and I've been using it for 4 or 5 years. So you can do a lot of rehab for yourself at home for minimal cost. So guess we'll go to the set first. So the goal is just to get the side of the face. So I'll do this side, the other side, both for about 30 seconds. Doing the other side of the face. Same thing. Giving the shock. Other side of the face. Does not hurt at all. Okay, so now I'm going to do like up in here. I'll do up in here on each side, and then I'll do like over in here on each side. Sometimes these are hard to find, but I guess I just do this side so you can see. Oh, got it, quick. Okay, so but I'll do that. This side for 30 seconds, the other side for 30 seconds. Same thing. Okay, here's a little side note. I am doing the other side. I have most of my brain damage is on the right side. So when I have a lot of impacts on my left side of my body, when I do this side to side of my face and on my wrist and on my ankles, I often can feel the difference where the numbers have to be different because my nerve, my facial nerves and the feedback and stuff is not the same. It is a little weaker on this side this morning. So I know that like, okay, I got to work a little bit more. So I'll be doing some figure eights and a little bit more brain rehab. This is how important it is to go to a functional neurologist or like a functional doctor, other than my regular neurologist, because I was able to learn, like, I know my body so well because I was educated by my doctors that like I know, okay, so this is doing this, so now I need to add this into my exercise today because I'm gonna have to walk on a stage. I gotta make sure that this right side of my body, this right arm or this left arm and left leg and the left side of my face is okay, because sometimes it will start looking like Bell's palsy. It will start messing up with my speech a little bit, and then like I'm a little more clumsy with, you know, maybe holding something, and then when it goes into the foot, sometimes it, like when I go to step or depth perception, that's off. So being able to do these things in the morning, like kind of opened my eyes to, hey, we're a little weak here, we need to work a little harder on that today, so that you know, we don't fall flat on our face on the stage later, because that would be bad. Okay, now for this area. Just gonna, so kind of like all involved, and I'll do this and the other side for 30 seconds. Other side. Now see, my right side is not getting my eye as much. It's probably just placement, but those are the little things that like I can feel the difference that I make notes of. I'll journal and I'll watch for patterns of days where like that starts becoming not just a one-day thing, but like if I start having things for a week or something, then I'm like, oh, I got something I gotta chase and something I gotta look, you know, try to figure out. Okay, so the face is pretty much done. So then I'm going to take it and I do my wrist. So what that looks like is, hopefully you can see this. So I'll do that for 30 seconds on both sides. I will also go and do this to my ankle. But basically what this is just kind of like, again, I have some left side deficits. I had a lot of problems with my left side when I originally went out to the functional neurologist, which is what gave them a lot of the stuff of MS and stuff. Again, right side brain injury, left side of the body. My left side is in fact weaker. I usually try to work the left side a little bit more. So that's why I'm doing this on the left side. And I'll do this one a little bit longer, and then I'll do the other side for 30 seconds as well. Okay, again, just quick, whoop. Which is funny because I had it on the same side, same number as when I did on the other side, but that was a lie. That's because my left side is not as sensitive. The nerve impulses and stuff. Actually, I'm even gonna turn this down a little bit more. So my left side is kind of being a little butt this morning. So we're gonna have to work that because I don't need that messing up today on the stage. I actually have this one at a 3 and I had the other side at a 5. So yeah. Ooh. Okay. So one of the things about having exposures in the past to trauma and brain injury, like that thing. Take out domestic violence, what I normally talk about in strangulation, like trauma. So trauma and when you take trauma, you take injury to the brain, you take, you know, the gluten and dairy and all the crap that we have in our food. We have a lot of inflammation in our bodies. I want to show you something here real quick, because this will kind of give you a clue of how much inflammation I'm carrying right now. So hang on. So look at this. This is probably hard to see, but if you look, I've got a lot of like swelling in it. And if you look, it like goes up right here. So the problem with that is, I'm gonna put this on my ankle. Hopefully I can get this to light up. I have to turn it up. Okay, so this morning I was really struggling to get my left leg engaged. So if you look, the toe is moving. So this left side is not so great today. So I'm gonna really have to, again, continue to work a little harder this morning so I don't drag this foot or be clumsy with it on the stage later. Okay, so I have the stem going on my left ankle that I just showed you right now. As I'm doing that, like, if you're a caffeine drinker and you know how you drink that cup of coffee or that pop and you kind of like your brain starts functioning a little bit better, that is what's happening right now as I'm doing that. It's almost like, it almost feels like if somebody's in there just kind of like dusting off the cobwebs. And it's not that I felt bad, because I felt fine when I woke up. But there are little things that I'm so in tune with my body now that I can notice those things. So, like, this is important for me to be able to, you know, appear normal is what everybody thinks. So here we go. Okay, so same thing on the right side. Had absolutely no problem getting the right leg to engage right off the bat, first thing. So big difference between my right side and my left side as far as my lower extremities go, which has always been one of my struggles with my brain injury from day one. Just a little side note, I only drink water, coffee, or tea, and I'm very snobby about what I drink because coffee has mold in it and has a lot of stuff. So I bring my own, like, look, I bring my own little Keurig with me, one cup, and my own, I do Danger Coffee or Bulletproof because it's mold free, and I bring that stuff with me while I do my rehab. So okay, so we've got our stem done to our whole body. Now we're going to go back in and I'm going to look at kind of getting liver support and getting some of the inflammation out of the body. So if I look, and this is where you have to really pay attention and know your body. So like if you look, I'm like puffy right here. I've got the puffiness under the eyes. I showed you in an earlier video my ankles, like, and we're gonna do a pit check. So like I will do this, so like you should have caved in armpits. So I always do that. Ooh, this one is like, it's kind of out. I'm not gonna do that. But like, okay, so I know yesterday, last night I started getting like a little dull ache on like right here, and when I get that, I know that my liver is probably a little just overworked and backed up, and I get like that when I am traveling, when I've been exposed to gluten or dairy, I've been around a lot of trauma, like not trauma but triggering stuff. So I know that like, okay, we got to work on the lymphatic system. Like, let's get some of this crap out of here. So this is going to be my next thing that I'm going to be doing. So for that, I bring in my castor oil, organic castor oil. I bring in my little stone and dry brushing. So what I'm going to do basically is kind of like get some of that moving, like get it out of the face, get it down in the neck, kind of do some work here, do some massaging on the pits, and then do some dry brushing, getting it like down, and kind of just getting the body to be like, okay, let's get this crap out of our system. So that's going to be my next step now. So got castor oil over my face, and I am going to actually rub some. So this morning I'm going to rub some castor oil all over that liver area just to keep on there for a little while I'm doing my exercises and practicing and stuff for the rest of the morning. Okay, I'm gonna take my stone, and it's literally just trying to get some of that moving. The part that you didn't see is I was pushing, so like you got the thing I'm pushing on here, wait, right, oh my goodness, right there. I can actually feel that crud that jumps, that kind of drops down in the back of my throat from the sinuses, like everything just getting clogged up. But so I'll do this, I'll do over, like up here, I'll do like over the eyebrow, kind of just doing that. So I do a lot of like just getting that crap out of my face. So this is my next step. Here we go. So I want to talk about mindset a little bit for a minute. Like while you're doing these, is when, and this is why I don't like do videos of me doing this, is because like that, you know, every day is, this is the time when, so for me, I part of my trauma is like hearing my self-confidence and my self-worth because of my dad always calling me porky and all this other stuff and telling me I was useless and worthless and blah blah blah. So this is when I'm doing this, it's like you're looking in the mirror and you're doing positive affirmations about yourself, like telling yourself, because how can anybody else believe your worth and your self-confidence if you don't believe it yourself? So I do a lot of that stuff while I'm doing this. The other thing is working that brain. So like maybe like doing the months of the year every other backwards. So doing like December, October, August. So like counting them back, or doing, you know, counting back from 100 by 3s or by 5s or by 7s or something, like multitasking, working that executive function, that prefrontal cortex, because that's often damaged, and people don't work it, and if you use it, you lose it. So trying to incorporate while I'm doing these different things, when I'm looking in the mirror, just building those pathways, kind of, you know, getting the cobwebs out of the brain and rebuilding, you know, just kind of neurofeedback. So super important. Okay, and yes, I look ridiculous, but I have castor oil all over my face, and I don't want to have to rewash my hair. Washed it yesterday, and I don't have time to wash it and dry it and everything from this morning. So I'm keeping the castor oil off my face, or on my face and not in my hair. So we're gonna do dry brushing next. Simple things that you can get on Amazon. So I've done my all over my face, got it down my neck, did some like kind of getting all that stuff out of there. And so now we're gonna work, we want to get this stuff out of the body. So dry brushing is super important. I'll just be working on this. So up the arms, up, you kind of do out, and then the legs, like up the legs. So we're trying to get it to the lymph system, get it out of the body, so it doesn't back up and so we don't feel like crap. This is like my little travel stain shirt, so because I still got that castor oil on my side, working on that liver. So I'm gonna do my dry brushing, both arms, both legs, and then we're gonna be doing band work. So see, people do not realize how hard I work to stay so healthy. But I'm 50 years old, best shape I've ever been in, physically, mentally, spiritually, and I'm on no meds. So your health is important, and how am I supposed to have anybody invest in me if I won't invest in myself? So here we go. So I just want to do another little reminder that when you're doing these things, when I'm seeing them from the mirror, the world does not talk nice to us, to any of us these days. So this is where I really work on building. Look at that, from losing over 100 pounds, I gotta work on this. But this is where, like, I need to really build my relationship with build that relationship with me. So this is where like looking in the mirror, giving those positive affirmations, saying good things about yourself, reminding yourself of several things that you like about you. Like I love that I love myself and prioritize myself enough to take care of me like this, because the world does not take care of me. People don't have time to take care of you. So I make sure that I do this for myself because I am worth it. I am a child of God and I have work to do out there. So I am going to make sure that I take care of myself, and I'm going to talk very nicely to myself because a lot of us don't. So prioritize yourself. Have a conversation with yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself how much you love you and all of that good stuff. Super important. Okay, I got my shorty shorts on, but so just doing the same thing. My whitey legs. We're just doing the same thing, brushing up the legs and making sure we get all that stuff out of the legs too. They're just important. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have been doing stuff for about an hour, and obviously it doesn't usually take this long, but I'm doing these videos, which is taking a lot of time. So now I need to do some exercising, and it's hard to do, especially since Gary's still sleeping, so I'm in the bathroom doing that. But one thing that I've always shared on my videos is doing my intranasal modulation. Anyways, it's for inflammation and stuff like that. I'm traveling, and I've obviously told you about all the inflammation that I'm carrying. Plus, not only from trauma, but like I was on a plane. I'm going to be around a bunch of people, so just keeping my body healthy. So turn on, put it in the nose, and I'll put it on my hip here. So it just fastens on my hip, and sometimes it pulls, but I'll do it side to side, so it takes about 25 minutes, which is about what time I'm going to work on my band. So I'll do arms, I'll do some legs, and I'm gonna do some planks, just do some stuff to get the, again, just investing in myself because I'm amazing. And like, if I'm not gonna invest in myself, why would I expect anybody else? So I'm having to modify because I'm in the bathroom, but like just working muscles. So just doing things like just anything to work different sides, just getting those muscles going, waking them up, being like, hey, we gotta be on stage today. We have absolutely got to wake up and we need to be 100% firing and we need to be present because we have a purpose and we need to make sure that we're fulfilling it. Okay, so still have the therapy, did some arm action, so now I've got the band around my ankles. I'm just going to stand here, do side to side, but I'm just going to be doing, so I'll do this side and then I'll do this side, working this area plus the legs, just waking it up, making sure that those muscles are all firing. I'll do different things, so after I do that, I'll do this one, where I'll do like stretching it out, just different movements, get different muscles engaged, get everything firing, get that brain woke up and being like, to go today. Okay, so my left side is continuing to not be 100%, to not be on point, and I needed to be on point today. So I'm standing here, and I'm still doing so what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the right leg. So I'm doing this exercise, so standing on one foot, and I'm going to do figure eights. Need a little bit of balance problem, so, but I'm just going to kind of do, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of, but just do figure eights while I'm doing that other side. So I'm working right lower, left upper, and then I'm going to add in some executive function, kind of doing the whole counting down, 100, 93, 84. Oh, that was bad. But anyways, kind of trying to like do too many things, which is function, prefrontal cortex thing. So anyways, this is how, like, why it's so important to really know your body, because I'm honing in on little minute weaknesses that most people probably wouldn't even know, because we're not taught that. And that's one of the benefits of having going to the doctors who can educate you. Dr. Hennis and Dr. Reese both educated me. They also gave me places where I can learn more by podcasts, by books, by research. And so, like, I can hone in on something that I would bet you probably most people wouldn't even understand this, but what it looks like is, oh, I'm a little clumsy, oh, I'm a little slow. Those little stumbles, those little things that after a while, as you age and they get worse and worse, and they snowball and they start rolling downhill and get momentum, is what gets you diagnosis when you're in your 50s and 40s, 50s, and 60s, that we just chalk up to aging. And again, yes, I have the brain injury and I have the trauma, but this is stuff that is like everyday stuff for everybody, that everybody can do to improve themselves so that they can be that amazingly healthy, have total body wellness person when they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. So, okay, so I'm out of breath. I just want to show you, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to actually put this in the videos that I'm doing, but I want to show you some behind the scenes stuff I do. And look, I know you're gonna make fun of me, but that's okay, because I don't care. I'm investing in myself, and what have you done for yourself in your health? But I was just doing this so the chicken dance, remember that? Because I need to move, and she's sleeping, so I can't like go and jump on the bed and get that, kind of everything going. So I was literally just sitting here, and I was doing that. Because I'm pouting, trying to get like all the stuff, because I can't be on my rebounder and not jumping on the bed, but I'm moving and I'm getting my heart rate going. I'm trying to sweat so that I can get all the stuff out of my body. So I look stupid and stuff like that, but hey, this is what it takes to be fit and healthy and feel absolutely amazing. I am that left side waking up, and I'm on point. Listen, there is no excuse for not taking care of yourself. I am literally standing here just doing, like, still have the band around my ankles, just get up and move and sweat